Good day, folks. How is everyone doing? Hope you are all doing absolutely fantastic, feeling groovy, realizing, of course, the government really don't love you, and also realizing that pretty much everything you've been told since the day you were born is a lie. It is October the 10th of 2025, 1:41 p.m. Mr. Buzz coming to you from the heavily demon-infested province known as Ontario, Canada. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up as I ask. And if you'd like to support the channel, there's information in the description on how you do so. I now have a PayPal account. And I normally offer guitar lessons. However, I'm fully booked at this time and not able to take on any new students right now, so I apologize for that. So in my live stream this morning in the chat was a fella asking questions about a woman that he worked with. Okay, he works with this woman, and they get along really well, and she's very flirtatious, and he admitted that he is starting to fall for her. But the problem is she's a total non-believer. Okay, she doesn't believe in Jesus and God. These are concepts she doesn't get. That's a problem. You must not be unevenly yoked. A believer and a non-believer, that is a problem, and it's doomed to fail. Okay, that's doomed to fail. If you are a Bible-believing follower of Christ, you must be yoked to another Bible-believing follower of Christ, or you are creating a situation that's going to fall apart without any question in my mind. I'm not allowed to bet because gambling is a sin, if you ask me, but if I was a betting man, I'd bet on that every time to fail, and it will. There's no question it will. It can't work. It's not possible. The dynamics are just that it's not going to work. Aside from this, he described her as being very flirtatious with him at work. Okay, this is not the way a godly woman acts. The lady that the Lord brought to me does not do this whatsoever. She conducts herself with class, with dignity, self-respect. She acts like a proper lady. She's not flirtatious and trying to titillate me with her, dressing provocatively and batting her eyelashes at me and trying to get me to look at her in certain ways, and it's none of that. It's acting like a classy lady who's a Bible-believing follower of Christ, which she is. So the way he described her, I knew right away. It's like, dude, that's a Jezebel. That woman has the Jezebel spirit, and everyone in the chat chimed in with me, that's a Jezebel, dude, that's a Jezebel. Even the women were telling him, that is clearly a Jezebel. Stay away from that. Dangerous, dangerous. There are nuclear weapons, okay? There are, wild animals that are rabid have rabies. And then there are women with the Jezebel spirit. Each are equally dangerous to you, okay? Each are equally dangerous. Super soldiers. Putin said that they're as dangerous as nuclear weapons. He could have said they're as dangerous as women with the Jezebel spirit. Same thing. Same thing. There's few things in this world that are more dangerous than Jezebel. Now, I'm going to lay some scripture down here for you. Jezebel was the wife of Ahab, okay? In 1 Kings 21, verse 25, there was never anyone like Ahab who sold himself to do evil in the eyes of the Lord, urged on by Jezebel, his wife, of course. Jezebel is always the one stoking the problem. She's stirring up things. She's trying to drag people into sin, sexual immorality. She's a homewrecker. She's a real problem. Okay, this is a woman who leaves a path of destruction behind her everywhere she goes. When Joram saw Jehu, he asked, "Have you come in peace, Jehu?" "How can there be peace?" Jehu replied. "As long as all the idolatry and witchcraft of your mother Jezebel abound." She's into witchcraft as well. She's a real menace to men, especially. But she's a menace to everybody. Let's see. What do we got? Then we got Micah 2, verse 1. Woe to those who plan iniquity, to those who plot evil on their beds. At morning's light they carry it out because it is in their power to do it. Proverbs 2, verse 16. Wisdom will save you also from the adulterous woman, from the wayward woman with her seductive words. This is what this fella in the chat was talking about. This one he works with, whom he said he's starting to fall for. He's being seduced by a Jezebel. She is using seductive words and she's trying to seduce him. It's very obvious the way he described it. Let's see. This one's Proverbs chapter 11, verse 22. Like a gold ring in a pig's snout is a beautiful woman who shows no discretion. So that'd be a woman who's dressing provocatively, just not acting with self-respect and dignity, but dressed like a tramp and trying to, turn the men on, whatever. Proverbs 21, verse 19. Better to live in a desert than with a quarrelsome and nagging wife. It's another thing the Jezebel spirit will cause. Let's see. 1 Kings 16, verse 31. He not only considered it trivial to commit the sins of Jeroboam, son of Nebat, but he also married Jezebel, daughter of Ethbaal, king of the Sidonians, and began to serve Baal and worship him. So now she's encouraging someone to worship Baal, a very evil entity. Proverbs 30, verse 20. This is the way of an adulterous woman. She eats and wipes her mouth and says, I've done nothing wrong. Oh, sweet little Jezebel never does anything wrong. Revelation 2, verse 20. Nevertheless, I have this against you. You tolerate that woman Jezebel, who calls herself a prophet. By her teaching, she misleads my servants into sexual immorality and the eating of food sacrificed to idols. You get the point. A Jezebel spirit is one of the most dangerous things that a man can face. And they're out there roaming around. They say the devil is roaming the earth like a lion, waiting for someone to devour. Jezebel is doing the same thing. I have had more Jezebels come after me, especially now they're coming too. The one the Lord sent was so obviously not that, right? And I had confirmation, I had all these different things to confirm she is not a Jezebel at all. She's the complete opposite. But the Jezebels came too, several of them. And if a person is not, especially when you've been alone for a long time, you're vulnerable to this. You haven't been with a woman in 10 years or 15 years. One of these good-looking Jezebels comes along, you might not see it. You might not want to see it. You just want what you see in front of you. It's like, boy, that looks good. Yeah, I need some of that. If it's a Jezebel, no, you don't want some of that. You want to run. You want to be like a track star. You want to run. You want dust kicking up behind you. Go as fast as you can away from a Jezebel. Like I say, there's nuclear weapons. There's super soldiers. There's Jezebels. All three are equally as dangerous to anybody. Stay away from Jezebels. How do you identify them? They dress like tramps, usually. They will use seductive words. They're witchy. They're very witchy. If you see them involved in anything witchy at all, like Wicca or anything like that, that's probably a Jezebel. They will be the aggressive ones. It's not always the man that's trying to get the woman in bed. It's Jezebel's trying to get men in bed, quite often. So beware of these. Now, I'm not saying that men don't have an equivalent to this. They do. There's men who act this way as well. But the Jezebel spirit is a very special one. It's just downright evil. It's one of the worst spirits you can deal with, right? It truly is. And they come from pretty much all men. It's like the ancient stories of sirens. The sailors were worried about these sirens. I believe they had the Jezebel spirit in them too. These things are all real that you heard from the ancient past, right? Jezebels. All the scripture about contentious women, it's because of the Jezebel spirit. So beware, men. Beware. They're looking to devour you like the devil is. They're not much different than the devil. These Jezebels basically are the devil. They're just as evil, just as dangerous, and they're roaming the earth looking for someone to devour. Just like it says the devil is, so are the Jezebels. And it's the devil will send them. So let's say you're about to rise up, like I have here in the last while with this channel and everything that's happened. Getting more well known by people and starting to get some respect from people that I never got before. They see that the first thing they do is send a Jezebel after you, because nothing can tear you down as easily and efficiently as a Jezebel. So I will leave it there. Keep your guard up, guys. Keep it up, and women too. Keep your guard up, because they're a menace to everybody. These Jezebels are really, really dangerous. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you in the next one. Remember that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.